What if I told you SQNS could be heading upwards of the $10 levels? You heard that right, my friends, the $10 levels. Now, in today's video, we're going to discuss exactly why that is a possibility, what are some things that you should be doing, and much, much more. With that said, hit the thumbs up button and let's get into it. Now, last week, or about a week ago, so on July 8th, this is what I told you guys. SQNS under the two. I am bullish on SQNS under the $2 levels. I am bullish on SQNS. You heard that right, my friends. I believe that this is a great ticker to go ahead and buy right now based off the current market conditions which we're in right now. Now, bam. Let's repeat that one more time. I am bullish on SQNS under the $2 levels. I am bullish on SQNS. You heard that right, my friends. I believe that this is a great ticker to go ahead and buy right now based off the current market conditions which we're in right now. Bang. Today, it hit $3.40. But what if I told you this could just potentially be the beginning? Now, let's get into it. So as always, the first thing we should discuss is going to be why is it running in the first place, right? Because in order for us to be able to anticipate the longevity of a given play, we first need to analyze what has even caused the stock to get to where it's at right now and whether or not the move has any backbone or not, okay? So when it comes to SQNS, yes, it does, okay? I don't know, again, right? I said it in my last video as well, and I'm going to say it right now as well. If you haven't been living under a rock, you should be familiar with this new catalyst, which every single ticker is just launching a Bitcoin treasury, okay? Anything crypto treasury based, right? Crypto treasury, Ethereum treasury, Solana treasury, freaking Trump coin treasury, this treasury, that treasury, left and right, okay? Left and right, we got new treasuries coming out. And these are pretty much just wannabe MicroStrategy companies. Now, what do I think about MicroStrategy? And what do I think about all these companies? I think it's bullshit. I think it means nothing. I think just buy Bitcoin. That's what I think. I think go buy crypto. Because the likelihood of Bitcoin dropping from 100K, let's say this, okay? Let me give you this example. Let's say Bitcoin goes from 100K to 200K, okay? All right, fair, right? That's possible, correct? Now, Bitcoin is extremely volatile. Can we agree on that? Correct. So it wouldn't be crazy to say it's possible for it to have another bear cycle and for it to come back down to the 100K levels once again. It wouldn't be that crazy. If it goes to 200K, it wouldn't be that crazy for some crazy shit to happen and for it to come back down to 100K again, right? Now, on the way up, a company like SQNS, a stock like SQNS on the way up, remember, I'm not talking about day trading right now. I'm just talking about generality of all these companies that are coming out with the new treasury stuff, okay? They're going to go crazy. On the way up, they're going to go crazy. But on the way down, they're going to lose 80 to 90% of their value. When Bitcoin goes from 200K to 100K, all these Bitcoin treasury stocks, maybe not MicroStrategy, but majority of them are going to get wiped out. They're going to get destroyed, okay? They're going to lose 90% of their value. Now, the next hype cycle, when Bitcoin returns, because Bitcoin's not going to die, okay? If Bitcoin goes from 200K to 100K, it's going to eventually go back to 200K again, okay? When Bitcoin goes back from 100K to 200K again, for a second time, the attention is not going to be on a stock like SQNS. The attention is not going to be on a stock like BTCS or BTCM or what BMTC or whatever it's called, right? This ticker, that ticker, or SBET or all these tickers. It's not going to be there. It's just not. So does that mean that they're not going to recover? No, they're going to recover. They're going to come back up by 30%, 40%, 50%. Something like, a great example of this is Mara, right? And again, guys, listen, I've been doing this for a very long time, right? I'm speaking from experience. I'm not just making shit up. Look at Mara. Okay? When Bitcoin went crazy, okay? Remember when Bitcoin was going crazy in 2020 and 2021? Mara ran from $2 to $83 a share. Okay? Then when Bitcoin got destroyed, what happened to Mara? Well, Mara also got destroyed. Now Bitcoin has made new all-time highs. Where's Mara? Right? Let's look at Riot. Went to $79. Bitcoin is now at its all-time highs. Where's Riot? Why? Because now we have a new crypto type of play, which is Treasury, Treasury, Treasury. So for me, when it comes to the consensus of this whole Treasury stock this, Treasury stock that, I think it's all bullshit. I truly believe it's all bullshit. I truly believe you should stay far, far away from them. I believe that. However, but wait, there's more. Do I think that there isn't a Treasury, there isn't a trade here? No, of course I think there's a trade here. And if you pull up Sqns, it does have a lot more room to go. Okay, it does have a lot more room to go. And I think if you compare Sqns to a company like SPT, and the price action SPT showed us, when it ran from $3 to $124, then you realize, hey, you know what? Low key, Sqns does have a lot of room to go. Okay? However, does it mean that you should go ahead and purchase it for it to go to $100? No, I don't think so. I don't think so. Again, remember, I'm a very conservative trader. Okay? Look, guys, I have a freaking 82% win rate. You don't get to an 82% win rate by fucking just saying, oh, it will go up. No. June, 1 red day. May, 3 red days. April, no red days, right? Like, you don't get to trade, you don't get these results based off of just taking extra amounts of risk. And I'll tell you guys something about trading. Trading is already so freaking risky that your job as a trader is at all costs to be mitigating risk and lowering your risk. That's your job as a good trader. That's it. That's it. Because the only thing that differentiates trading from gambling is risk management. When you're doing something that's extremely risky, like day trading, you need to be taking less risk. And this comes from someone, look, you need to know when you're taking risk. And this is a great example I always love to give people, right? It's like, if you're on a, if you're riding a bike in the street, okay, you're riding your bike, you're going, right? Okay. You can do a wheelie, right? You can maybe ride on your handlebars. You can ride with your eyes closed. Okay, because why? Because you're riding a flat street. Okay, very safe. So if you're doing something safe, you can take risk. What would that be in trading? That would be buying Nvidia. Okay, buying Google, buying Apple, buying Meta. Meta's a little bit more risky, but you get the gist of it. Okay, buying these blue chip companies. That's where you can take risk. How do you take the risk there? Use leverage. I use leverage. I use leverage when it comes to the stocks. I'm like allocated like something like, freaking 120% of my portfolio in Nvidia. Okay, I did that when the stock was at $100. Why did I do that? Because I knew it would go back up. Now it's at 160. So I'm up 60. I'm up over 160% on my. I'm up over 120% on my portfolio because of Nvidia. Right, and that's my investment portfolio. So that's me taking risk. Okay. Now, when I'm trading a penny stock, that's got a freaking sub 100 mil market cap. That's showing me how volatile it is. I'm not going to be taking this risk. Now, remember the street thing I was talking about? Now imagine you're 30,000 feet up. Not 30,000 feet is a fucking plane. 5,000 feet up. Okay? You're on top of a mountain. You're on top of a mountain. You're mountain biking now. Are you going to be riding with your eyes closed and doing wheelies? No, you're not. Now you're going to be like, whoa, let me be safe. That's why I'm not trading Sqns. That's why, to me, Sqns, the play is done. Could I be wrong? Yes. But am I being safer than, safe and sound? Yes, I am as well. Okay? But how about this? I'll give you another play that is kind of like Sqns, but maybe even better. And it has Sqns level of potential. BTCM. BTCM today announced that they're making a $300 million Solana crypto treasury. Okay? Made a high of 11. We took some trades on it ourselves in our community. We played this bounce. That was good. We also tried playing this bounce. We had our entry at 450. It never hit 450, which fucking sucks, but it is what it is, right? You win some, you lose some. It's chill. But we did play this bounce very nicely. With this bounce over here, mwah, chef's kiss. Beautiful. In fact, I live traded it this morning. If you go on and watch my BTCM video on my YouTube channel, let's go over here. I'll show you guys exactly what I'm talking about. I am bullet make sense, does it? Because if we break $7.27, no shit we're gonna get above $7.30, right? So I gotta, and that's it. Just like that, right over here, my order got filled. I was literally texting the chat saying, "Hey, do this, do that," while I was filming the video, which was pretty cool. So if you guys like, if you guys want to see kind of what goes on through the thought process of me, check out this video. This was 3 hours ago. Okay, that's it. I'm wearing the same shirt and everything, except I have a haircut now. I went and got a haircut after this trade, so that's pretty funny. Anyways, listen, if you do want to trade with me though, okay, and tap into this 80% win rate, which we got over here, mind you, this 80% win rate is like 500 trades later, right? Like your favorite influencer, this is what your favorite influencer does. Okay, that's not a good example. He selects 1 month and goes, "Look guys, I have a 93% win rate." Like, nice, bro, you have a 90% win rate 10% of the time. Here's a cookie. Okay, no, I have an 82% win rate after fucking 500 trades later, right? But anyways, going back to what I was saying, okay? If you guys want to trade with me, check out the community. Comes with a 7-day free trial and a 30 days money back guarantee. And we've been kicking ass, man. We've been absolutely kicking ass, okay? We offer again, 7-day free trial, 30 days money back guarantee. And right now, the next 10 members that join, they get access to it for a 50% discount. We have day trade alerts, swing alerts, option alerts, BTCM today. It's really cool. Asian markets, their red is green and their green is red, in case you didn't know. We made a killing on that. And look at this, man. Look at my man, 100% in the past year, 121% in the past month. This is for options trading, okay? If you're a stock trader, you'll be trading with me over here, and swing trading options, you'll be over here, okay? Options, we've been kicking ass in options, man. We've been kicking ass in options as well. Sqns, we also had a trade on it a couple of days ago. That was fun. But yeah, give it a shot. The link is in the comment section in the description. At least try out the 7-day free trial, right? See if you like it. If you like it, come back for more. If you don't, cancel and leave. It's that simple. Anyways, I appreciate you guys all. Thank you for watching. Happy for trading. Your boy Sam from Top Academy.